what you actually have is a triple legacy here. Actually, it's a quadruple legacy because I am a legacy in my own right. I am Val Jones. Research me like Research Triangle. Park yourself into some facts. I'm all of that. First lady of Foxy 99 and the first black woman weather forecaster at WKFT TV 40 back in the day with Harold Tyndall and Jim Weeder. I remember that. Anyway, this is, and of course, this is Jimi Hendrix. You wear the shirt Shotguns, but you don't know who this is. Find out about the greatest guitarist ever. That's some black history shit. You should know if you're going to wear the t-shirt, yo. And he served also at the 82nd Airborne. I didn't serve at the 82nd Airborne, but my dad did, and my mom did too. Worked for Womack. She was a nurse. She was one of the first WACs, Women's Army Corps. Told you. We're doing legs here and more. And of course, this is James Stimmer Rockefeller. James Stimmer Rockefeller. Yes, of the Rockefeller, not Rockefeller Records. I'm talking about the real Rockefeller, like the big. Come out here. The history is out. The history is there. The history and the receipts are there. This movie that they're coming out with, the Rowan thing. Who gives a damn about anybody rowing? Let's be real. That's like, I mean, people do it, but that's like how you gonna make a movie off of that? Well, apparently, they figured, that guy, James Stimmer Rockefeller, yeah, he was a billionaire who won a gold medal of rowing. And now the movie industry is putting out a movie about rowing. How did they get that vision to know that? Where did that come from? Somebody owes me some money, and a huge sum. Ooh, the legacy's coming through. What would James Stimmer Rockefeller do? Pay the girl a money. Sorry, Mom. Heard the pop out. Here comes the other legacy coming through. Sagittarius. I told you my mom was history and a legacy in herself, and so was James Stimmer Rockefeller's wife, Nancy Carnegie Sherlock. I got to research that again, but I could have sworn I saw what her name is. Either her name or Kenneth's name is Sherlock, but her name was Sherlock Carnegie of the Carnegies. You talking about legacy plus legacy. See, let me tell you something. It's something about being equally yoked. That's why a lot of your marriages are a joke, because what you yoke with, there are a lot of people that want to yoke with me, including the devil apparently, but no, I'm not I might be what you need, but I don't do the things you do, and I hate to have to kill somebody, because mommy says that's not what we do anymore. I'm being a good girl this year. River is regenerating. Legacy, too, with Doctor Who, but that's another thing. Back to James Stimmer Rockefeller, who actually has two mortar shells, which I think are the colors. It's the colors for me. And my mom loved those colors. I know it's the Gemini energy coming through, because I'm a Pisces, but he was a Gemini. My first and second house is Gemini, so it's the messaging in me. And I know I do spit like a computer. They say it's the AI in me, or maybe it's the alien intelligence. I don't know, but it's a brilliance, and there's brilliance on this place, yo. This man was a real genius. I have yet to meet any Gemini. There's not a Gemini that I've ever met that I know this is as genius as him. When you come out here and see what this man does, and see, this is what they don't want you to know. They say, hey, he used to be a bad nation out there. This was before him. Now, he was during that time, but, people do change their mind as they grow. See, there's some people who don't grow, and they don't want you to know because, they can't grow. That's probably why he kicked off one of the locals right off this land, because, he figured this is not where my vision can begin, and it didn't. He was a smart man, so he kicked them, and then Nancy Carnegie came in, and she actually imported these trees, which were not necessarily indigenous to right here. So, yay for Nancy. A Sagittarius, high-vibing Sagittarius are amazing. They have a vision like no other. And that would also include my mother and my father, a Leo, by the way. So when I say Jupiter Jones, you know that movie Jupiter Ascending? Hello. In real life, that's kind of like my story, and that's where others will say, well, see, she's kind of crazy. She watched movies and she thinks she's the character. If you really know about me and know what I've been through in the last couple of years, oof, Ooh, especially 22 and 2023. Who is gang stalking or fair game? And you can't even say that anymore. So apparently somebody tried to pay the, what you call it, the censors. This word is a bad word, and that word is a bad word. You can't say these words anymore. But people are still showing their tits and grits and shit and putting any kind of things in music and literally wanting these babies, pushing these babies to be, thugs and whores of every color, and they want to say that's how black people are. No, it's not, because that's not how I am. Everybody's not Pookie from the hood or boys from the hood. And the sad thing is, like I said, you got white people who are doing this who really ain't no good. But I'm seeing on both sides, it's not your color, it's your attitude. And apparently you have lost your mind if you think I'm going to play with a stereotype. Slave master, troublemakers. Those are the only three types on this planet. Slave master, troublemaker. You're one or the other. At least around here, slave master, troublemaker. You got to decide what you want to play. Some people want to be slaves. I do not. I will always misbehave. That is the never-ending story. If you expect me to be a slave, bitch, I'm not that bitch. Somebody's got to be a pioneer and say, I've had enough of this. We ain't doing this. Snap. They gang stalked the wrong bitch. Fair game this. Your game was unfair. Now I don't care. Now it's about time for me to go in. And you know what? You shouldn't have never messed with me, my friend, because I'm the type of person that makes the Kardashians go, God damn. Kris Jenner's going, I hate that whore, but I love her. Because number one, I'm not your daughter, bitch. None of them. Y'all want to play on me? Okay, let's play witch games. Really? I'm not saying I'm a witch. I would rather much say an alchemist. I know I'm spitting this shit, though. And now let's talk about the industry. You know what? I think I've already said enough. Hashtag the O. Who? How can they keep up with me? Sometimes it rhymes fast and sometimes it rhymes slow. 50 years of hip-hop. But that's all you do. You're supposed to help bring up your community. But what did you do? You sold your community off into slavery too. So you're not going to tell me about white people do this and white people do that and the Jews do this. When I'm looking at you, you know who did me the worst in the last decade or so? It was you. Bitch, don't play with me today. Unless you really want me to play with you. Oh, I know, I am walking back like I got it. Enterprise. Captain Uhura, Lieutenant Uhura. It's the walking backwards when she said, take over from me. And she put that knife in her boots. I need me some thigh-high boots. No, I'm good. That part, I am good. I'm very good. I'm very good. Did I finish the history and the legacy, by the way? So it's quadruple. Well, it's so much more. It's all of that. But the point I'm trying to make, I think I've made many points. But welcome to my Garden of Eden and my therapy. And I'm showing you what I do while they sit behind desks or sit in a box and lie to all of you. Some are doing what they're supposed to do, and I get it. Everybody has their role in this game or whatever this is. But when they're saying they are me, or when a bitch says, oh, I guess she wants to be like me. Bitch, no, you want to be like me. Please stop that lying. Because if I really start crying, it's a good thing that I have many things to occupy my time, because I swear to God, I am that bitch. Oh, wow. I know. The birdie says, you're fine. Tweet. They don't know. Somebody said the world's coming to an end. Theirs is. But not mine, show. Oh, this is where the ascension begins, or ends for someone. It's the Ranger Manger show. They thought that they were going to take over my show. And you're jealous when I could have been a friend to you? A real friend. They don't want a real friend, yo. They want to be the only alphas in control, and they're betas. How's a beta going to be an alpha over me? It's that type of insanity. It's that type of tyranny. How is any preacher going to tell me about me? You read from a book, and we're like, how many thousands of years? And I start. They're missing books in the Bible, right? Let's make that clear. Do any of you know about the agnostics at all? I mean, do any of you know about the, So now I'm Illuminati. I am definitely illumined and enlightened. If you're jealous of me because I know the truth and walk the truth and am the truth and be the truth, and then there's some who say, you just gotta let source take care of you, because I started saying source, okay? Like, I can't tell a crackhead bitch when I see it. When I'm seeing you looking super thin or you look all sunken in, I mean, if I say I'm a real genius, my friend, like, I can't see crackish behavior. I don't even know what type of shit show this has turned into. I swear to God, I'm so glad of my troops, because these muggles don't know me. Oh my God. This is some Voldemort Harry Potter stuff. But I'm on my good with Glenda game. I just drop a house and keep on, and I just stay in my lane. Says Dorothy, what? I'm melting like that plastic all over you. Hello, birdie. Just pay attention to nature. It always pulls you through, and it does. So I'm thankful for this place because, living astrology-wise, it was my North Node who brought me out here. And this is the history that they never tell you. So there's lots of legacy out here. But come and respect the place, okay? Because I don't understand people who don't respect places that are like so cool. Nature's so cool, but you come out here and junk up places. Like people used to junk up my place in my house and wonder why I cussed them out. Let me say one more time. I don't know how your life is or how hard it's been or whatever, but whatever your paradigm. Now, when you make the stereotypes true, then it's on you. Don't bring your bad little ass children, and they think they're gonna curse me out because they're gonna run into something that they never knew. I'm not gonna let no child cuss me out, and you think I won't give that child a class, and your mama and your daddy too. Okay. Go. The crow says she's hot today. Thank you, sir. This is, I'm pretty sure, who this movie is going to be technically about. Do any of the Rockefellers get money for this? I'm just trying to figure it out because, I mean, I don't know where you got your inspiration from, but I'm pretty sure I do. So I'm just saying, if you're going to spend some of that money, spend it on a real crew. That movie's going to be about some whack actors. That's what Hollywood will do. Take everybody else's story and keep the money for themselves and don't send the money where it's due. As I sit in the air chair, people want to steal my ideas around here too. I made Foxy 99 lots of money. I made D103 lots of money. I made We Do lots of money. If they say they don't know me, they lying. Or if they say something bad about me, that I'm evil and I'm bad and I did this, prove it. I hear the morning dove. Yes, mommy. I am surrounded by love. And yet they're going to say, well, that place is a plantation. No, you're a plantation. I don't even know how stupid you can be to play in my face. You clearly don't know me, and you should have learned that from the past. That's why Daddy plucked me out of that Sodom and Gomorrah trash, because Daddy knows I will kick all y'all ass and just blame it on PTSD. I don't know, sir. Next thing I know, I just woke up and there was blood all around me, but none of it was mine. I done said that way too many times, and they say you manifest your vision, right? And Daddy says, not my daughter. Let me just take her out the way. Put her in a happy place where she can go and create with Mother, grow naturally every day. Let her creativity come through, hang with nature the way she do. Get some real therapy, because let's be real. Soldiers, they tell you to get therapy, but the minute you do, it's a little strike on you. Another cue of how they're going to take your money. It ain't funny. Like I said, I'm the welcome wagon. You've just walked into many portals of hell. Yes, it's not you. So, now that you know, exhale. This is a place where you can bring yourself, your loved ones, your dogs out here to learn history, real history and herstory, and just breathe. Even if you want to fish or want to, talk to the trees. I'm in my Dr. Seuss Lorax mode, but I am Pisces. So this place has got a couple of books that are springing out of me. Now everybody's going to write a book, right? I'm going to do my book a different way because everybody can't read. I know my crew can, but we'll see. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yep, they messed up my show too. The minute I said, now that's got to be a powerful energy or entity. The minute that I said, and my mom did. My mom had me watch. My mother. I grew up watching BBC, so I was a different type of black girl. Okay, but then again, I'm a military brat. All right, I didn't watch Amos and that. I mean, we did, but I'm like, I'm not into that. I'm not. I mean, just like you know. Y'all don't know. There's so much about the entertainment industry that I get it. It's show business, but that business they show is, anyway. This is my therapy talk today, and I'm just saying I'm thankful that I'm in a happy place. But when you folks try to force me into a situation where I have to be fake, yeah, I love it. These babies, somebody's gotta be a good example. I know you guys are not about role models. You're just about getting that money. But the fact of the matter is, I grew up with parents who really loved me, around people who really loved me, around a grandfather and a grandmother who really loved me. And I grew up in a loving community. It wasn't always around me, but I had enough of what I know that I need in order for me to grow. In other words, I know a bit of heaven and hell. I know both. So, I can tell you, I'm nowhere near perfect. And I'm not even trying to be. And there's probably some things that I'll do again that you might think less of me. But I also know that I have young children looking at me, and I want to always be on my best behavior, inwardly and outwardly. Because children can pick up energy, just like animals. And the children need to see something real instead of the fake pill. You guys were selling your own children. That's for real. That's when I knew I couldn't hang around any of you. Because if I even remotely thought you did to children what you did to me too, shots in the background. Justice is a big thing for me. And then I realized it was just us. I was never really blind. But now I see even clearer. Welcome to the ascension of the amazing ValJones. During her birthday season at Black History and Black History Month, she has truly found a story that is all her own and not owned by Oprah or Tyler or none of them. I don't need none of them to co-sign anything I do. In fact, you know what? That whole you can't sit with us. No, you can't sit with me. And I mean that about all of you. Not a part of my story. Poof, gone. And now I'm just going to keep walking. Because I know where I belong. You can tell when it makes you happy. Go where you really feel happy, sincerely and naturally. The mantra of my show. Your health is your wealth. And I show it every day. Stage 4 chronic kidney disease. I gotta watch what I eat. I get on this walk. That infusion didn't take me out. No. I know. I just heard earlier. No, but they would mess with me. My rangers would mess with me. Because it's like they planted, seed like bears. But there's no bears out here, right? I don't know though. All the animals are gravitating. So you're in the woods. You got to be aware. And that's the thing. Be aware and be prepared. That's my tribe knows that. You don't have to prepare everything. There's some things you can't prepare. But at least prepare. Like, well, when you get there. Anyway, that's it for today. Whew. Yeah. Wonderful stories today. And they're real. Welcome to that chick from Seabrook Hills. I am ValJones, representing Commanding Warrant Officer Robert J. F. Jones and Private First Class Francis Ruth Jones. Give a name on it. And by the way, they did break into my mom and my dad's too. That's a real story too. Somebody released a curse on me. But anyway, that's it. And that's all I want to say. What if your stories are really true? I know I am. But are you?